Latvia, a country smaller than San Diego, population under 2 million. And yet, it's given Ukraine nearly €1 billion in aid. It co-founded the drone coalition with the UK, pledged thousands of drones, and has built armored vehicles for Ukrainians in its own factories. But Latvia isn't just about weapons. Stay with us, because in this episode of Boosters and Bastards, we'll explore Latvia's forests, food, history, and songs so powerful they once brought down an empire. Since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, Latvia has punched far above its weight. Among the first to send Stinger missiles to Ukraine in February 2022, delivered 42 Patria 6x6 armored personnel carriers built in Latvian factories, sent 5,000 drones in 2024, with 12,000 more planned in 2025, nearly €900 million in aid since 2022, and a pledge, at least 1% of GDP for Ukraine every year for the next decade. In February 2024, Latvia and the UK launched the Drone Coalition, not for dozens of drones, but tens of thousands. By mid-2025, 20 nations had joined, pledging €2.75 billion. For Riga, this isn't charity. Every drone launched in Ukraine makes Latvia safer. Riga, the capital, is more than 800 years old. Founded in 1201 by German crusaders, it soon became part of the Hanseatic League, the trade network that bound Northern Europe. Over the centuries, Riga was ruled by Germans, Swedes, Poles, and Russians. Each empire left its mark, but the city always kept a spirit of independence. Today, Riga is both medieval jewel and digital hub. It hosts Tech Chill, a festival for innovators and investors from across Europe. And it's home to NATO's Strategic Communications Center. Riga's past was trade. Its future is tech. Latvia is small, but green. More than half the country is forest, oak, pine, birch. The Daugava River, the River of Destiny, cuts across the land into the Baltic Sea. Latvian food is hearty. Rupčmēs, dark rye bread, baked dense and sour. Gray peas with bacon, the national dish, eaten for good luck on New Year's Eve. Smoked fish from the Baltic, lamprey, herring, salmon. Wild mushrooms gathered in autumn forests. And Riga, black balsam, a bitter herbal liqueur, invented in 1752 by pharmacist Abraham Kunze. Still made with 24 secret botanicals. Latvians swear it can cure almost anything. It's like a thunder without rain, like a week without Sunday. But it's not all rustic. Riga now has a world-class dining scene. In 2023, the Michelin Guide arrived. Max Checkit Kitchen earned Latvia's first Michelin star. In 2024, it was joined by John Chef's Hall, another star, and dozens more restaurants gained Michelin mentions for creative twists on traditional Latvian ingredients. This is Latvia today, from ancient farm food to cutting-edge fine dining. Latvian composer Pēteris Vasks, whose music echoes forests, rivers, and the pain of occupation, is performed across the globe. Pop star Aminata and rock band Brainstorm, or Prada Vetra, carry Latvian music onto global stages. The painter, Mark Rothko, pioneer of abstract expressionism, was born in Daugavpils in 1903. Physicist Wilhelm Ostwald, born in Riga in 1853, won the 1909 Nobel Prize in Chemistry for his work in catalysis and chemical equilibria. Latvia's memory of occupation is vivid. In 1940, Stalin's USSR invaded. Tens of thousands deported to Siberia. In 1941, Nazi Germany took over. By 1944, the Soviets returned. For nearly 50 years, Latvia lived behind the Iron Curtain. But Latvians never forgot who they were. In the late 1980s, they joined their Baltic neighbors in the singing revolution. In 1989, 2 million people joined hands across 600 kilometers in the Baltic Way demonstration. And in 1991, after the failed coup in Moscow, Latvia restored its independence. Latvia has 1.2 million folk songs, called dainas, tiny four-line poems with wisdom about love, farming, life. Be as hard as an oak, as soft as a linden, as straight as a fir. A nation's strength is not in warriors, but in children who know their songs. In the 1980s, those songs became weapons. The dainas carried people through the singing revolution, resisting Moscow with nothing but voices. Every 5 years, the tradition lives on at the Riga Song and Dance Festival. 16,000 singers on stage, 500,000 in the audience. Latvia's soul is carried in its language. Latvian is one of only 2 surviving Baltic languages in the world. The other is Lithuanian. Together they form a unique branch of the Indo-European family, older than the Slavic, Germanic, or Romance tongues. It preserves echoes of ancient Europe, words and grammar that connect back to Sanskrit and ancient Greek. A daina, those 4-line folk songs, often fits perfectly into Latvian's rhythm, like the language was built for poetry. Today, after centuries of German, Swedish, Russian, and Soviet occupation, Latvians see their language as a fortress of identity. As one proverb says, Valoda ir tautas dvēsele. Language is the soul of the nation. Latvia, a land of forests and rivers, of rye bread and Michelin stars, of Nobel scientists and abstract painters, of songs that freed a nation, and drones that now help defend another. Small in size, mighty in defiance, Latvia is one of Ukraine's strongest boosters.